Ukrainian comedian a step closer to taking office for real. Kiev, Ukraine. Volodymyr Zelensky has no political experience, but that's no problem for the people of Ukraine, who have already seen him performing the role of president. In a striking example of fiction morphing into reality, the 41-year-old comic actor seems set to take the top office for real, following in the footsteps of the man he plays in a wildly popular television series, an ordinary teacher who becomes an unlikely president and succeeds in bringing the country together. Zelensky took a commanding lead against the incumbent in Sunday's presidential election, putting him in a strong position for the runoff in 3 weeks' time. He is the latest candidate with little or no political experience to fare well at the ballot boxes, reinforcing the trend in Europe and beyond for anti-establishment leaders. Just a day before, Zelensky is much more moderate than far-right populists who have had recent success in elections, and he appealed for reconciliation with separatist-held eastern Ukraine. His easygoing manner and snappy talk on the campaign trail strongly resembled his character in Servant. The TV series that premiered in the fall of 2015 painted a grotesque satirical picture of Ukraine's officialdom, complete with easily recognizable parodies of serving politicians. It has been immensely. Zelensky's character, Vasil Holoborodko, at first looks too naive and soft-hearted to survive in the cruel world of Ukraine's corruption-ridden elite. But he learns quick. The latest season of Servant. Inmates hired by his enemies try to kill him, but he survives and gets out, to find Ukraine sunken deeper in poverty and broken into multiple fiefdoms, in a nod to the ongoing separatist conflict in the east. On screen, these are the challenges incumbent President Petro Poroshenko has sorely failed to meet, and Zelensky's electoral success clearly reflects public aspirations that he could be just as successful in real life as his character was on screen. Ukraine has suffered from economic meltdown, endemic corruption, and a spiraling conflict with Russia-sponsored separatists in eastern Ukraine that has killed 13,000 people since 2014. Its hopes for those who cast ballots for Zelensky, his lack of political skills is a major advantage, a welcome break from the cast of familiar political figures associated with the country's woes. Both incumbent born to a professorial family in the industrial city of Kryvyi when Ukraine still was part of the Soviet Union, Zelensky is a native Russian speaker, something that helped him sweep the vote in central, eastern, and southern regions where many speak the language. The comedian has had a low-key campaign. In his rare public, Zelensky rejects Poroshenko's claim that his lack of experience will make him unable to stand up to Russia, pledging to firmly defend Ukraine's interests. He charged in Moscow. Lawmakers and commentators have described Zelensky's strong showing as a sign of public disillusionment with the current government, but most predict that the tug-of-war between the two neighbors will continue. Poroshenko has sought to disparage Zelensky, accusing him of being a puppet of self-exiled billionaire businessman Ichir Kolomoiskyi, whose station has aired Servant. Kolomoiskyi, who lives in Israel, denied bankrolling Zelensky's bid, but hailed him as a bright and honest man of a new generation who can deliver what the country needs. He's Volodymyr Fizenko, the head of the Kiev-based Penta Center independent think tank, said that Kolomoiskyi hopes that Zelensky's victory will help him regain his clout, but added that Zelensky could distance himself from the tycoon. Kolomoiskyi. Vladimir Isakenkov in Moscow contributed to this report.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.